spiritual. You're not my future. You're not my soulmate. But I'm still glad that I met you. You're not my spiritual. You're not my future. You're not my soulmate. But I'm still glad that I met you. You're not my spiritual. You're not my future. You're not my soulmate. But I'm still glad that I met you.
Good evening and welcome to the Man Cave. I'm the slightly senior member of the team, Janez and Lunga.
Slightly senior, and I'm Lunga Shabalala.
You know what I really love about the show is sometimes we get to do some really hardcore stuff, like the Mpho challenge, for example.
But that's coming up a bit later on the show. We're also going to check out this awesome new burger joint with a twist and also find out if funny man Mpho Popps can handle the Midterm Power Challenge.
But first up, we have a real clash of the titans. I'm talking an Austin Healey versus a Mercedes SLS. And let's face it, sometimes the older dog, can handle himself.
Sometimes.
Wherever you are, and your heart will...
Please love yourself. Stop dancing.
Guess what I found in my cupboard? This is not a Walkman, it's not a tape deck. It's like the newest technology out there. It's a Discman. It's like a computer from the future that's from the past, if you know what I mean.
MP3s are from the future, not this.
But anyways, your red car, which is not a Ferrari, it's a Mercedes, SLS, AMG, 6.3 litre, 2014 model, completely modern. The Austin Healey doesn't have power steering, it doesn't have air conditioning. To top it off, the car's from 1956. Now, which one would you take?
Seriously?
Yeah.
You know which one I take. Look at that baby.
Okay, so my mission for today is to teach you a little lesson. That sometimes the old-timer is a better investment. I've heard that the word second-hand is actually a dirty word in here.
I don't believe it's second-hand because they're all antiques.
Okay, so
they're never made in a factory or mass-produced.
Okay, so everything here is an antique. But how do you know if something's a collectible?
Well, if you have a look at it, it was handmade, it looks good, it could be a painting by a local artist, a world-famous artist. A motor car was also manufactured in a mass-produced situation, but maybe a short run, or maybe a special convertible, or it's old now and that not many of them are lying around anymore.
Okay, so we're in the parking lot of Sandton City.
Yeah.
Now, your car's on auction, mine's not, unfortunately.
Yeah, your car is a very nice car. In its day, 2,000 Rand, today, R1,000,000 Rand.
That's unbelievable. In 1956, that car cost 2,000 Rand.
Correct.
What about these ones over here, these two?
These two, this is a very interesting one. This is a Rolls-Royce Shadow 1, worth about 200,000 Rand today, going up rapidly at the rate of 10 to 15% per annum, at least. A guaranteed investment.
And the one beyond that?
Beyond that is an Elvis, a 1952 Elvis, an interesting car. It's a 3-position drop-head coupe, and worth in South Africa $500,000 Rand. In England, worth double that.
Send it to England.
That's play money over here. What about my car?
Now, that's a beautiful car. Huh? That's a beautiful car worth a lot of money.
Thanks.
But unfortunately, it's going to go down in value.
What?
And you have to wait 20, 30 years for it to go over its current value.
You know what, Lunga? Put it in a box for 30 years and you'll make money, dude.
Someone should put you in a box for 30.
And that old, what do you call that?
That's an old Morris 1000, mini-made. It's a valuable car, 60 to 80,000 Rand, but the number plate is worth R1,000,000 Rand.
R1,000,000 Rand?
R1,000,000 Rand.
Why?
Why? There's only one, and it's trademarked. Nobody can copy it.
1,000,000 Rand, baby. Right here. You want Soweto 1? You want it for 1,000,000? Any takers? Taker on the left or the right? No takers. Dude, I hope after all of today you're starting to appreciate older things.
No, I am. Old watches, old cars, old artwork, old presenters, not so much.
What, I'm like that car over there?
Yeah, less is quarter. But the one thing I did learn is the fact that less is more. When it comes to investing in something, the less of it they've made, the more valuable it becomes later on in life.
Yeah, so if you had to choose between the SLS and the Austin Healey, where would you go?
For the next 30 years, the Austin Healey.
But that's my car.
Was your car.
I can't be seen driving in that, I promise you.
See you in the man cave.
I'll walk to the man cave.
You
Cheers.
should walk anyway. Don't want you dropping the value of my car.
Whatever. Take some of the toughest trail running in the country, throw in some crazy obstacles, and what do you think you get? It's the one and only Mpho Challenge. Well, in this year's race, Junior and I take each other head-on in a social adventure race of epic proportions.
You know what? It would have been so awesome if there was no swimming.
What is this new stroke called? It's doggy paddle with something else.
They don't let you run underwater. I don't know why. It's the Mpho Challenge 2014, 18, 12 or 6 kilometers of absolute pain and torture. Am I excited? Yes.
So what is this exactly? They say it's a trail run with about 18 obstacles. Tough, we might get hurt, we're going to be exhausted. There's a whole lot of people competing today. But I just want to put it out there. This is not about a competition between you and I.
It's not?
It's about the experience.
It's not?
Deal.
Because I feel like it's 4-0 right now. I want that 5. I want that 5. Do you want that 1? Do you? Do you, old man?
I just want to have fun.
Let's go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Mpho Challenge is a basic trail run, and we've put a lot of obstacles on the route in between. There's 3 distances. There's a 6 kilometer with 10 obstacles. There's a 12 kilometer, the challenge, with 20 obstacles, and then the elite, they've got 20 kilometers, about 27 obstacles, so a distance for each and every person.
This is definitely the hardest thing I've ever done. I don't do trail running. I'm on a treadmill, I'm on a track.
Come on, Lunga! Oh yeah!
It's much harder than you think, because we're going to test you on 3 different levels. So your running fitness, that's number 1. Number 2 is your upper body strength, and that's where a lot of people fall short. And then the third one is your mental toughness, and that's where we throw the water in. You've got to dive underneath water, go through dark tunnels, jump off a height. So your mental toughness must be there. So the combination of that 3 will make you an Mpho Challenge warrior, having to complete with still a sense of humor. When you start the Mpho Challenge, there's a lot of obstacles stacked in the first few kilometers and the last few kilometers. So when you reach obstacle number 5, that's your first swim. So you're going to sprint, you're going to run, you'll be excited. Your upper body would have worked a bit in the beginning, and then you hit the water, cold, and then you've got to go underneath it and over it.
This is so exhausting. Can't believe these kids are staying with us.
No, this thing is no joke.
Come on!
I'm coming!
Then you get confronted with a real big, dark, cold tunnel. The end of that tunnel, it's a very small gap. I call it the post box. That you've got to go in, turn yourself around and climb out. Then you're only halfway through the course. Then there's a huge stretch that you've got to run to get to the tower. It's on 12 meters of height. So off the ground, there's a cargo net that you've got to climb up. So if you've got a fear of height, it's going to catch you. If you're tired, it's going to catch you. And then, on a breezy day, it does move a bit up there. You get swayed a bit.
Fear of heights right now.
And then it's a very difficult river crossing that you've got to do with lots of logs and, stumble and fall. And you can see the guys' knees when they come back. There's going to be a bit of blood, a bit of scrapes, but that, that's how it works. That's what's going to happen. A lot of running after that, and then what we call our famous one, the Vietnam crawl.
Yeah, how hardcore is this? This is terrible. If you lift your back too high, scratch your whole back open with barbed wire. This is so exhausting. I'm gonna come out here with cuts and bruises.
So hard.
And then we go to the snake pits. Again, a dark tunnel, water inside. You can choose one of the 2 tunnels. So once you go through that, you get the mud pits, and then that's a swamp afterwards. It's a tunnel that we've made through the reeds that you've got to walk through, wade through. There's a deep spot, but you get the smell, this awful smell, burnt reeds, swampy water, go through it so you stink. Basically everything just smells.
I just went 500 meters in the wrong direction. Can you believe it? It's so exhausting, I don't know what I'm doing.
Then you get the leap of faith. So most people, that's the big one. Fear of heights. Then you jump into a river, you can't see the bottom, and you've got to swim across to the other side. From the leap of faith, it's a short distance home, it's about 2 kilometers, but jam-packed with another 5 obstacles or so, and it's going to get them. Again, a dark tunnel they've got to go through, jumps that I've got to do down, and the nice one, almost at the end, there's a big rope going down into the river. Now it's quite a far one, so if you lose your footing, you'll stumble all the way inside the river, and then you're going to climb back up it. And the last bit is just a dash, and that's the mental. You do the big bales, climb over that, then you dive again through water, you do the lily pads, and then you're finished.
That's right! You want me to explain how that feels? I can tell you one thing. I came second overall. The sad part is, an 11-year-old beat me. Well done. Lunga, well done, bro. Only a 6-minute gap between the two of us.
5 minutes.
How was that? How was that?
That is the toughest thing I've ever done. That is a challenge and a half. I should have trained for this. I thought it would be easy. I thought I'd have a close competition with you, but you took this one by a mile, eh? Jokes aside.
You know what I'm going to say? Great competition, great spirit here. Let's leave this at 4-1. 4-1?
4-1.
Well done, bro. I'm proud of you.
You earned it.
Okay, and action take 301. Who is the Mpho Challenge King, Lunga?
You are, Janez. But the only reason...
But there's no buts. Don't blame it on shaving all your hair off, little Samsung. It does look kind of sharp.
You won't believe this, but I found it.
What?
Why are you saying what like that?
Oh, what, Lunga? What did you find?
I actually found a place that's better than your Cape Town burger joint.
You're not dissing the knob. That's the bomb.
I'm not dissing it, but this place is an American-style pop-up restaurant that allows you to have a corn dog in one hand and play Pac-Man in the other.
That's awesome. What? Now I can
Perfect
say
time
it.
to say no. Yeah, check it out.
I'm super impressed with this Braamfontein area in Johannesburg. It's got all the cool clubs, the restaurants, the bars. I've even decided to dress the hipster part, you know, like you, with the closed top button and the open lower ones.
Oh, is that what you were doing?
Yeah.
Let's not do that again though, eh? We actually had Alexander Theatre for a place called Barcade, which is basically a bar and an arcade as well. It's the perfect combination, unlike this.
Jack, this is a sick spot you've got here.
Thanks, Janez. Cool. Thanks, guys. Welcome.
How did the whole vibe come about?
Well, we had an arcade machine in our office at work, and we used to have competitions and Instagram people to come battle us and see if they could beat us. And then we just thought, why don't we combine a bar and arcade together and just see what happens? Nicola makes the food and we do the bar and the games.
Everything here just seems so authentic. Did you guys do some research to get the right menu, get the right vibe going, or was it just something you guys knew already?
No, it's kind of, Nicola was making food. We have a food truck, like a little tuk-tuk, and she was making pulled pork and American style food. And it just kind of made sense.
This looks delicious, dude.
My first ever corn dog.
I've also never had one. You're saving half of that for me.
I'll think about it.
Dude, you recognize this?
It's a colourful fruit.
It's not a fridge. Now, you know how you're into this whole new Xbox One and all the latest computer games? Now picture this. This is actually a computer game from the past. It's where it started when I was gaming. They're called arcade games. Shall I show you how it works?
No, this is so realistic. Even in arcade games you're losing to me.
Why be sarcastic? This
Come to finish!
why be sarcastic? This is a part of my legacy. This is what I was all about when I was young.
You weren't that good then.
Any guy that's from the 70s will appreciate arcade games. Now stop ripping me off. On the MCC tonight, for the first time in the man cave, we have a very funny guy.
It's safe to say that this man kind of grew funny in our eyes. From a reality show to becoming a headliner all by himself, Mr. Mpho Popps is in the house.
What's up, gents?
How you doing, sir?
I'm alive, kicking it well.
Let's talk about your start. The first time that SA kind of knew about you was when you entered that reality show, So You Think You're Funny.
Yes.
So when you enter that, already you think you're funny.
No, it's, you know what? It was a lot of people pushing me. For me, I'm a shy person naturally. I'm a very shy guy. So my friends will always be like, dude, go do comedy. I was like, guys, come on, man. I can't stand in front of people and talk. So they're like, okay, there's this show. Why don't you go audition for that? It's just 3 judges, you know? So I tried, and I came second in the country.
Were you always a funny guy with your friends, though?
Yes. I came from a family that tortured you into being funny. Tortured you into being funny. We used to have a 74 centimeter color TV, Pioneer brown one. It was never on. We used to tease each other all the time, you know what I mean?
So basically, you're not even the funniest guy in your own family.
Nope.
Oh, wow.
I'm just the one that took it to stage first.
The one who got paid for it. But as a kid, were you one of those kids who was able to kind of tease other kids when things got a bit tough?
That was my guns.
That's
you
your
know what I mean?
ammo right
Yeah,
there.
Yeah, you know what I mean. You got the boobs and the guns. My humor.
These are implants.
Yes, because I've never seen him do that. Shake.
There's a difference between real muscle and show muscle.
Exactly. And why you always got Vaseline on your chest? But anyway, no hair, Vaseline. You got that LL
It's a
Cool J.
2-in-1. Okay. I got you.
Paul, tell me, how is the career going at the moment?
Fantastic, dude. Like, one of the things you get taught when you're young is follow your passion, the rest will follow. And I did a BCom in logistics management, and I hated every day of going to varsity because I didn't like what I was doing. And today, like, I love working. I work all the time because I do what I love.
So where are you taking it? I believe you've been to Montreal, you've got plans of going to Uganda.
Yes. It's one thing being good at home. It's another thing when your comedy becomes universal, you know what I mean? That's where you want your comedy to be. So I've been to Montreal Comedy Festival, been to LA, I'm going to Uganda in October, and I'll be in Nigeria in December.
But how do you gauge it though? Because a joke that's funny in Durban won't necessarily be funny in LA. So how do you gauge the audience?
Well, look, there's a lot of universal truths that we all share, you know what I mean? And the one thing about comedy is it's adapting to your situation. So whatever city you're in, whatever place you're in, the first thing you do is you look at the people, you analyze them, their behavior, what's different to your culture. I got to LA and I realized Hollywood Boulevard has got like all these fake Spider-Man, Batman, and I was like, guys, this whole time we believed you. I just saw Batman today, he's actually black. I saw a black Batman, I was like, He didn't even have a car, you know what I mean? It's sad to see Batman fighting crime using cabs.
Batmobile.
It was sad. But that's your observation, and that's what you bring to a new place.
Now, you know in comedy circles, it's a big no-no stealing jokes.
Yes.
Now, can presenters steal each other's questions? Because you asked a question earlier that I now want to ask.
Oh, I'm having deja vu.
Yeah, he wants to know, does comedy help you with the ladies?
It definitely does. Guys, open any magazine, any magazine, any FH, whatever magazine. All these hot girls, what's the one thing they say? As long as you can make me laugh. All of them, because they're tired of rich dudes hit on them all the time. They're opening their drop tops. But
now, depending on the lady, do you always mix it up, or do you give them the same jokes, or are there exclusive jokes to certain women?
The beauty about comedy is you make it up as you go along. You know what I mean? So, and here's the thing about pretty girls, right?
Yeah.
Pretty girls are never, like most of the time, guys never make fun of them.
No.
They always compliment them for no reason. So the moment you go, I don't know about that hairline. Is that like? Because it's the first time someone's ever pointed out the fact that she might have an imperfection.
I don't think I'm brave enough to try that.
You have to be,
guys,
because you're real to her.
This is a great tip. So with beautiful women,
Always
don't compliment them.
Do not compliment a pretty woman, because that's what she hears all day.
Something tells me that main K viewers left, right, and center are going to be getting slapped this
Guys,
I can see it now.
This is not our information. This is Mpho Popps.
It's been working all these years, Jess.
Okay, I think there's a couple of things that the viewers want to know. Favorite car?
Favorite car? Mercedes-Benz 250 CE.
Celeb crush?
Celeb crush. I won't lie, there was a roller take in my mind. Nomuzi Mapena, Peltusi. Amanda Dupo, I take that one out. That is
The last time you got rejected?
The last time I got rejected, it's a bit of a funny story. I was single, depressed. Me and my missus broke up. And I walked into this room and there were honeys, but we were busy getting done, right? So I walked in and was in my boxes. So I didn't expect them to be in the room. They didn't expect me to pitch into the room. So I walked in and I was like, Tusu? It was the last time I saw them. ever.
This laugh is making me too fit right now. But I want to see about your fitness. I want to see how well you did on the Mpho Power Challenge.
I've never seen an African man win the Tour de France, so my hopes aren't very high.
No, because you see, we don't do doping much. You know what I mean? We natural powers. You know?
Unless you're spoofing. Let's check it out.
My brother in the background over there, when you're done stretching, are you ready for this thing over here?
I was born ready, Todd.
Are you sure?
I even came ready with the mirror glasses, because I knew you guys wouldn't have mirrors on the bike.
Okay.
Because I'd like to see where I come from, not just where I'm going.
Okay, all right, noted. You do know it's stationary though, so it doesn't go anywhere.
No, that's the trick. That's why most people have ridiculous goals like that.
Oh,
Because they think it's one place. Me, I'm going somewhere. Man.
All right, noted. Get on, my friend. Let's see what you got for 30 seconds.
Sorry, it's just an ancient Tai Chi thing I learned from Buddha Al-Hamid.
Okay.
Put my helmet on. Safety first.
Yeah. Ready. On the marks, get set, ready, steady, fire, go. Hit it. All you got, my friend. All you got. Come on. Harder, 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 harder. Breathe, breathe. Come on. You get in there. You get in there. Come on. Come on. Come on, Mpho. 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 You cannot lose the Bonang. You cannot lose the Bonang. Come on. Come on. Come on, Mpho. Come on, my friend. Come on, my friend. Come on. Pick it up. Pick it up. 5, 4, 3. Push, push, push. 2 and 1. Sit. Well.
That was the warm-up, right?
For a man who had to dodge taxis, cycle with no water, wear glasses from the future, something tells me that you did pretty well.
Dude, listen, my fitness levels are on another level. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
I can see it. And also the fact that you were putting in a performance while you were cycling is just next level brilliant.
But that's the thing, guys. It's the whole method acting type. You know, like you can't just cycle on the spot. You know, you got to go somewhere. You got to start somewhere. You got to end somewhere.
The concern is, did you end up close to your girlfriend Pearl over here?
I definitely wouldn't mind being under Pearl.
I'll let you do the honors.
My friend?
On top of Pearl
Juicy.
What? 6 push-ups a day. 6 push-ups a day.
What an epic show, but sadly all epic things must come to an end.
Don't cry me a river, Justin Timberlake. Don't worry, we will be back next week where we catch up with a bunch of students that are building a solar-powered car for the Solar Challenge, and they're actually going to be driving it all the way from Johannesburg to Cape Town. Unbelievable.
I actually have to see it to believe it, and I will. We'll also get some Markham style tips for our TFG Man magazine cover. Look sharp, sir. Look sharp. Look sharp.
Adios, amigos. Mancavians, keep it real. You know what I've realized is you have no endurance.